Welcome back, fellas, into this new video of TechExpress. Today let's check out how we can get started with Blender. This is just a really easy tutorial on how we can install and get started with, let's say, get familiarized with the Blender. If you wanted to see more specific tools about how to use Blender, there are tons of YouTube channels going to be giving you a few in the description. They can be helping you to start from beginner tools. So to download Blender and to have access into it, just go directly into blender.org. A most amazing thing is that Blender is totally for free, so you don't want to look out for anyone that wanted to charge for this, because it's totally for free. What you need to do is just type into the one that says download Blender 5.0 and hit into the option that says download the Blender. You can do this with Mac OS, Linux, and other versions. I'm going to stick around with the Windows to install it. If you don't know which one you have, let's say for example the ARM, if this one is let's say compatible with your computer, you can always go directly into the settings section. You can see more about your system and hit for the option that says information or about, where you can see more about your PC. When you hit into download, it's going to be asking you to make a quick installation of the Blender here into your downloads. So you might be seeing something like this, where it's going to be giving you the Windows to install it. In my case, I have already been downloaded the Blender, so what I just need to do is to hit here into the option that says Blender 5.0 and go for the option that says Windows Installer, preparing to install. Let's go for next install. Just like that, it might be taking a few minutes for making the installation of Blender into your computer. Let's just wait a few seconds. Just like that, we have now this quick guide of how we can get started. We have the language, the theme, we can go for Blender light or dark. We have the key map. Usually what I just do is to go and stick around with the Blender. The mouse select, let's go for left, and the spacebar action. In my case, the best tool is to stick around with the play button. Hit for the option that says continue. Now here, the first rule of the Blender is that your mouse is your steering wheel. So middle mouse button is your orbit, right? So you want to take that in mind when you stick around with the actual Blender. I'm going to show you just a quick image of how it should look your mouse. Now, if you're using, for example, like a laptop and you're using a trackpad, it might be a little bit hard to work into Blender, so I totally recommend you to stick around with an actual mouse. The reason of that is because the right element here, the middle mouse button, this is like the most important element directly into Blender, because this one is your orbit. So if you go for shift and the middle mouse, you might want to be using that for the panning. So inside the Blender, what I do is to stick around with a new file. You can go for open the default element, and you might be seeing that we have this element, which is an actual cube. So if I just stick around inside my Blender, you might be seeing here that in the 5.0 the gizmos are even more intuitive. For example, if you hit, for example, G is for graph, so you can just type G into your keyword and this will be grabbing your actual tools. If you click somewhere else, this won't be selecting anything else. So if I select the cursor, for example, my shift, my middle element is going to be making zoom in and zoom out. And something else that I can do, for example, is to stick around here, for example, for using the actual perspective, to see that into my right section it will be only appearing for the selector tool, right? So basically here, what I can do now is to start using a numpad to snap in front, side, top views. So basically, if you are on a laptop, once again, you can go to the preferences in the file. And if you don't see this, what you can do is to look out for edit, preferences, and inside here, look out for the option that says input and check the option that says emulate the numpad. This we have the main one to 0 keys act as a numpad once, and you can use for laptops, right? So basically this is what happens if I type 1 and if I type 0. The actual perspective will be changing right away. Now Modeling your first object, for example, to change an object shape, you must enter the edit mode. You can hit the actual tap element, is where we touch the vertical edges and the faces, right? So we can select the top edge and select E, for example. You just created a new geometry. So this is the foundation of almost everything into the 3D. Right? So changing those paths or changing those elements is going to be not that hard. So make sure that you have selected, of course, the selected box, which is much more important. So I'm going to type once again tab, and let's use this, for example, new perspective. Into the upper side, you can see that we have this new action of the buttons. So every time I wanted to see, for example, the C button will be giving me this specific perspective. The white button will be giving me the new specific perspective. And the X button will be giving me this specific perspective. Check out how it actually looks, this movement and the render of this specific file. Now, modifiers like the filters for the 3D, they can change the shape without destroying the original mode. Into the left side, as I just told you, we have, for example, the cursor. We have the selector tool where we can move selected items. And you can see down here that we have the shortcut, so you don't have to go back into your mouse and click it anywhere else. For example, the move, which is much more faster, just have the shift space bar and the G. So if I select something else and I just type, for example, this will be giving me here the actual movement of this specific element. So down here I have, for example, my timeline. They can be showing me how it actually going to be looking my new sidebar. I can make this a little bit much bigger or smaller to check out the new movement of my in this case. And into the right section, we can transform the location of your cube. We have the relation, collections, instance, motion paths, animation, properties, shadings, and so much more. Now into the upper side, we have different layouts. For example, we have the modeling, for sculpting, the UV editing, a textile painting, shading, animations, rendering, compositing, geometry news, scripting, and so much more, depending on how or what is the actual main product to be working on, right? So if you want to be focusing more with materials, with the shading, with the lighting, the EV rendering, once again, there is a few videos going to be giving you down below in the description. Basically, this video is for you to help understand how does the actual Blender works. So we have now the tools, we have the object mode, we can change from edit mode, sculpt mode, and so much more elements. If you wanted to use some templates, you can go directly here into Blender, so you can download a few features. For example, you can look out for products for sculpting, and you can see, for example, that we have this dedicated work elements. So what you can do is to download the features that they do have available, which is totally for free. When you download those elements, you can check out now here the actual bundle. We have the specific file folder. I can double click directly into this element, and it's going to be making this new file directly here into Blender, where you can import the free tools that Blender has to offer to us, once again totally for free. So basically, this is how we can actually get started with the Blender, a really easily way how we can use these tools to get started. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, guys, if you want to see more tools like this. Once again, this was a very easily tutorial how we can get started directly here for Blender. Once again, there are more things to come. You can let me know into the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, guys. Hopefully we can see you next time.